Chào mừng tất cả các cô chú, anh chị và các bạn. Trong video ngày hôm nay, mình xin chia sẻ chủ đề điều kiện để được thi Quốc tịch Mỹ. Và mình có sưu tầm 100 câu hỏi phần lịch sử Hoa Kỳ. Mời mọi người cùng theo dõi. I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. Điều kiện để thi quốc tịch bằng tiếng Việt thì các cô chú trên 50 tuổi và đã là thường trú nhân ở Hoa Kỳ khoảng 20 năm. Hoặc nếu các cô chú trên 55 tuổi và là thường trú nhân ở Hoa Kỳ khoảng 15 năm thì đã đủ tiêu chuẩn để được miễn thi phần nghe nói đọc viết và chỉ cần thi phần lịch sử Hoa Kỳ bằng tiếng Việt hoặc một cái ngôn ngữ tự chọn. Điều kiện thứ ba, nếu các cô chú trên 65 tuổi đã là thường trú nhân ở Hoa Kỳ khoảng 20 năm thì đã đủ tiêu chuẩn để được miễn thi phần nghe nói đọc viết, được thi phần lịch sử Hoa Kỳ bằng tiếng Việt hoặc chọn một cái ngôn ngữ nào đó. Điều đặc biệt chỉ cần học những câu hỏi có đánh dấu sao trong bộ tài liệu mà thôi, giảm được rất nhiều câu hỏi nên khá là dễ học. Sau đây là điều kiện để thi quốc tịch Mỹ. Thứ nhất, đủ 18 tuổi, là người có thẻ xanh Mỹ ít nhất 5 năm trước ngày nộp mẫu đơn N400 hồ sơ thi nhập quốc tịch, đã sống trong tiểu bang hoặc khu vực Hoa Kỳ với quyền cư trú hợp pháp ít nhất là 3 tháng trước ngày nộp hồ sơ, cư trú liên tục tại Mỹ như người có thẻ xanh ít nhất là 5 năm trước ngày nộp hồ sơ. Có mặt tại Mỹ ít nhất 30 tháng trong vòng 5 năm trước ngày nộp hồ sơ, cư trú liên tục tại Mỹ từ ngày nộp hồ sơ xin nhập quốc tịch tới thời điểm được nhập quốc tịch, có khả năng đọc, viết và nói tiếng Anh, có kiến thức và hiểu biết về lịch sử và chính phủ Mỹ như một người công dân, là những người có phẩm chất đạo đức tốt, chưa từng vi phạm những luật pháp tại Mỹ như trộm cắp, sử dụng giấy tờ giả, buôn hàng cấm, v.v. Quy trình thi quốc tịch Mỹ. 1. Hồ sơ cần chuẩn bị. Đơn xin nhập quốc tịch mẫu đơn N400. Mẫu đơn này thường xuyên được cập nhật mới nhất trên website của Sở Di trú hoặc thường trú nhân có thể nhận tại các tổ chức cộng đồng nơi cư trú. 2 là bản sao thẻ xanh Mỹ. 3. Ảnh thẻ kích thước là 2x5. 4. Thẻ an sinh xã hội ID hoặc bằng lái nơi tiểu bang sinh sống. 5. Thông tin đã đăng ký quân dịch với LÍCH Service nếu là nam giới từ 18 đến 26 tuổi và lệ phí. 2. Nộp đơn và lấy dấu vân tay. Thì sau khi đương đơn nộp đơn, Sở Di trú sẽ gửi thông báo ngày giờ địa điểm để lấy dấu vân tay, có thể sau vài ngày nộp đơn hoặc là hơn vài tháng. Việc lấy dấu vân tay cũng đáng chú ý trong quy trình thi quốc tịch, nên khi đi lấy dấu vân tay nhớ mang theo thư thông báo của Sở Di trú, thẻ xanh và các giấy tờ yêu cầu khác. Người trên 75 tuổi nộp đơn thì không cần phải lấy dấu vân tay. Nếu đương đơn sống ngoài nước Mỹ thì có thể tới lãnh sự quán Mỹ tại nước sở tại để xin dấu vân tay. Sau đó Sở Di trú sẽ gửi thông báo ngày giờ địa điểm phỏng vấn cho đương đơn. Ba. Phỏng vấn thi quốc tịch Mỹ. Phần 1. Thi vấn đáp lịch sử Hoa Kỳ. Đương đơn sẽ được hỏi 10 câu trên tổng số 100 câu về tổng hợp kiến thức công dân, về công quyền và lịch sử. Thì trong cái video ngày hôm nay mình cũng đã tổng hợp 100 câu hỏi cái phần thi này. Khi trả lời đúng 6 trên 10 câu thì được chấm đậu. Phần 2 là thi viết. Đương đơn sẽ được lắng nghe một câu hỏi mẫu ở mức độ cơ bản từ nhân viên sở di trú và yêu cầu ứng viên viết thành câu. Phần 3 là đọc. Ở phần này đương đơn sẽ đọc to đoạn văn mẫu ngắn đơn giản do nhân viên sở di trú đưa cho. Bên cạnh đó, để đảm bảo thông tin cá nhân đã chính xác và đầy đủ, đương đơn sẽ được hỏi kỹ hơn về nội dung đơn N400 mình đã nộp trước đó. Đồng thời, đương đơn phải trả lời đúng ít nhất 5 câu trong 39 câu General Question trong phát 10 của mẫu đơn N400. Đương đơn có thể đăng ký tham gia phỏng vấn lần thứ hai nếu không vượt qua bài thi Quốc tịch Mỹ lần đầu. 4. Tuyên thệ và nhận quốc tịch. Sau khi thi đậu, các cơ quan chính phủ Mỹ sẽ thẩm định điều tra lý lịch của đương đơn. Nếu trong quá khứ đương đơn không có tiền án và chứng minh là người dân lương thiện, thì hồ sơ xin nhập quốc tịch sẽ được Sở Di trú thông qua và sắp xếp cho tuyên thệ. Đương đơn sẽ nhận được thư mời đến tòa án liên bang của Mỹ để tuyên thệ nhập tịch. Nếu quá 30 ngày vì lý do nào đó mà tòa án không thể tổ chức tuyên thệ được, tòa án sẽ chỉ định cho Sở Di trú cho đương đơn tuyên thệ ngay tại trụ sở của Sở Di trú. Bên cạnh đó, có nhiều người vượt qua cuộc phỏng vấn nếu hồ sơ của đương đơn đã có kết quả an ninh, vì giám khảo có thể cho đương đơn tuyên thệ tại chỗ mà không phải chờ đợi đến ngày tuyên thệ tại tòa án. Trả lại thẻ xanh và làm hộ chiếu. Sau khi có quốc tịch, thẻ xanh Mỹ vĩnh viễn sẽ không còn cần đến nữa vì nó không có giá trị, thì chiếc thẻ xanh này phải được hoàn trả lại cho Sở Di trú. Đối với những người bị giới hạn về trí tuệ hay giới hạn về thể xác không hiểu được ý nghĩa của lời tuyên thệ thì có thể miễn thủ tục tuyên thệ. Điều cuối cùng để hoàn tất thủ tục là làm hộ chiếu sớm nhất có thể và dùng hộ chiếu làm giấy tờ chứng minh quyền công dân ngay sau khi nhận giấy nhập tịch. Sau đây mình xin chia sẻ những kinh nghiệm khi đi phỏng vấn quốc tịch Mỹ. Thứ nhất, đến sớm 30 phút. Hầu hết các tòa nhà nơi diễn ra các cuộc phỏng vấn đều yêu cầu đương đơn không nên đến sớm quá 30 phút. Tuy nhiên, để tránh những rủi ro như kẹt xe hay sự lý do ngoài ý muốn, các đương đơn nên đến sớm trước 30 phút vì sẽ mất thời gian cho khu vực an ninh kiểm tra và chuẩn bị tâm lý thật tự tin, bình tĩnh trước buổi phỏng vấn bắt đầu. 2. Đương đơn nên ăn mặc lịch sự, hãy mặc trang phục giống như mình đang đi phỏng vấn xin việc tại Mỹ. Nữ thì mặc vest và váy công sở, nam mặc vest. Đây là cách dễ gây thiện cảm và thể hiện sự tôn trọng với viên chức di trú. 3. Trả lời luôn trung thực và rõ ràng. Khi trả lời đương đơn cần phải nói chậm, rõ ràng và chính xác với câu hỏi đặt ra để người phỏng vấn nghe rõ được. Nếu nghe không rõ câu hỏi thì hãy mạnh dạn hỏi lại viên lãnh sự. Sau đây là bộ 100 câu hỏi và đáp án phần lịch sử Hoa Kỳ khi đi thi quốc tịch Mỹ. Tài liệu này gồm cả tiếng Anh và tiếng Việt. Và các tài liệu này được cập nhật từ website của Sở Di trú và Nhập tịch Hoa Kỳ. Mời mọi người cùng theo dõi.
What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. The Constitution. What does the Constitution do? What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government. Sets up the government. Defines the government. Defines the government. Protects basic rights of Americans. Protects basic rights of Americans. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people. We the people. What is an amendment? What is an amendment? A change to the Constitution. A change to the Constitution. An addition to the Constitution. An addition to the Constitution. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Speech. Speech. Religion. Religion. Assembly. Assembly. Press. Press. Petition the government. Petition the government. How many amendments does the Constitution have? How many amendments does the Constitution have? 27. 27. What did the Declaration of Independence do? What did the Declaration of Independence do? Announced our independence from Great Britain. Announced our independence from Great Britain. Declared our independence from Great Britain. Declared our independence from Great Britain. Said that the United States is free from Great Britain. Said that the United States is free from Great Britain. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? Life. Life. Liberty. Liberty. Pursuit of happiness. Pursuit of happiness. What is freedom of religion? What is freedom of religion? You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. What is the economic system in the United States? What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy. Capitalist economy. Market economy. Market economy. What is the rule of law? What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Leaders must obey the law. Government must obey the law. Government must obey the law. No one is above the law. No one is above the law. Name one branch or part of the government. Name one branch or part of the government. Congress. Congress. Legislative. Legislative. President. President. Executive. Executive. The courts. The courts. Judicial. Judicial. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Checks and balances. Checks and balances. Separation of powers. Separation of powers. Who is in charge of the executive branch? Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President. The President. Who makes federal laws? Who makes federal laws? Congress. Congress. Senate and House of Representatives. Senate and House of Representatives. U.S. or national legislature. U.S. or national legislature. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and House of Representatives. The Senate and House of Representatives. How many U.S. senators are there? How many U.S. senators are there? 100. 100. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? 6. 6. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Answers will vary. District of Columbia residents and residents of U.S. territories should answer that D.C. or the territory where the applicant lives has no U.S. senators. Answers will vary. District of Columbia residents and residents of U.S. territories should answer that D.C. or the territory where the applicant lives has no U.S. senators. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. 435. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? 2. Name your U.S. representative. Name your U.S. representative. Answers will vary. Residents of territories with non-voting delegates or resident commissioners may provide the name of that delegate or commissioner. Also acceptable is any statement that the territory has no voting representatives in Congress. Answers will vary. Residents of territories with non-voting delegates or resident commissioners may provide the name of that delegate or commissioner. Also acceptable is any statement that the territory has no voting representatives in Congress. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Who does a U.S. Senator represent? All people of the state. All people of the state. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because of the state's population. Because of the state's population. Because they have more people. Because they have more people. Because some states have more people. Because some states have more people. We elect a president for how many years? We elect a president for how many years? 4. In what month do we vote for president? In what month do we vote for president? November. What is the name of the President of the United States now? What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald J. Trump. Donald Trump. Trump. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Michael R. Pence. Mike Pence. Pence. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. The vice president. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? The President. The President. Who signs bills to become laws? Who signs bills to become laws? The President. The President. Who vetoes bills? Who vetoes bills? The President. The President. What does the President's Cabinet do? What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. Advises the President. What are two cabinet-level positions? What are two cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Agriculture. Secretary of Agriculture. Secretary of Commerce. Secretary of Commerce. Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Education. Secretary of Education. Secretary of Energy. Secretary of Energy. Secretary of Health and Human Services. Secretary of Health and Human Services. Secretary of Homeland Security. Secretary of Homeland Security. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Secretary of the Interior. Secretary of the Interior. Secretary of Labor. Secretary of Labor. Secretary of State. Secretary of State. Secretary of Transportation. Secretary of Transportation. Secretary of the Treasury. Secretary of the Treasury. Secretary of Veterans Affairs. Secretary of Veterans Affairs. Attorney General. Attorney General. Vice President. Attorney General. What does the judicial branch do? What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Reviews laws. Explains laws. Explains laws. Resolves disputes, disagreements. Resolves disputes, disagreements. Decides if a law goes against the Constitution. Decides if a law goes against the Constitution. What is the highest court in the United States? What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? How many justices are on the Supreme Court? 9. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. John G. Roberts, Jr. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To print money. To print money. To declare war. To declare war. To create an army. To create an army. To make treaties. To make treaties. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Provide schooling and education. Provide schooling and education. Provide protection. Police. Provide protection. Police. Provide safety. Fire departments. Provide safety. Fire departments. Give a driver's license. Give a driver's license. Approve zoning and land use. Approve zoning and land use. Who is the governor of your state now? Who is the governor of your state now? Answers will vary. District of Columbia residents should answer that D.C. does not have a governor. Answers will vary. District of Columbia residents should answer that D.C. does not have a governor. What is the capital of your state? What is the capital of your state? Answers will vary. District of Columbia residents should answer that D.C. is not a state and does not have a capital. Residents of U.S. territories should name the capital of the territory. Answers will vary. District of Columbia residents should answer that D.C. is not a state and does not have a capital. Residents of U.S. territories should name the capital of the territory. What are the two major political parties in the United States? What are the two major political parties in the United States? Democratic and Republican. Democratic and Republican. What is the political party of the president now? What is the political party of the president now? Republican Party. Republican Party. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Paul D. Ryan. Paul Ryan. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Citizens 18 and older can vote. Citizens 18 and older can vote. You don't have to pay a poll tax to vote. You don't have to pay a poll tax to vote. Any citizen can vote. Women and men can vote. Any citizen can vote. Women and men can vote. A male citizen of any race can vote. A male citizen of any race can vote. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? Serve on a jury. Serve on a jury. Vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election. Name one right only for United States citizens. Name one right only for United States citizens. Vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election. Run for federal office. Run for federal office. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of expression. Freedom of expression. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. Freedom of assembly. Freedom of assembly. Freedom to petition the government. Freedom to petition the government. Freedom of religion. Freedom of religion. The right to bear arms. The right to bear arms. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. The United States. The flag. The flag. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Give up loyalty to other countries. Give up loyalty to other countries. Defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. Defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. Obey the laws of the United States. Obey the laws of the United States. Serve in the U.S. military if needed. serve in the U.S. military if needed. Serve, do important work for the nation if needed. Serve, do important work for the nation if needed. Be loyal to the United States. Be loyal to the United States. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18 and older. 18 and older. What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Vote. Vote. Join a political party. Join a political party. Help with a campaign. Help with a campaign. Join a civic group. Join a civic group. Join a community group. Join a community group. Give an elected official your opinion on an issue. Give an elected official your opinion on an issue. Call senators and representatives. Call senators and representatives. Publicly support or oppose an issue or policy. Publicly support or oppose an issue or policy. Run for office. Run for office. Write to a newspaper. Write to a newspaper. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? April 15th. When must all men register for the Selective Service? When must all men register for the Selective Service? At age 18. At age 18. Between 18 and 26. Between 18 and 26. What is one reason colonists came to America? What is one reason colonists came to America? Freedom. Freedom. Political liberty. Political liberty. Religious freedom. Religious freedom. Economic opportunity. Economic opportunity. Practice their religion. Practice their religion. Escape persecution. Escape persecution. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians. American Indians. Native Americans. Native Americans. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Africans, Africans. People from Africa, people from Africa. Why did the colonists fight the British? Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes, taxation without representation. Because of high taxes, taxation without representation. Because the British Army stayed in their houses, boarding, quartering. Because the British Army stayed in their houses, boarding, quartering. Because they didn't have self-government. Because they didn't have self-government. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. July 4th, 1776. There were 13 original states. Name 3. There were 13 original states. Name 3. New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. The Constitution was written. The Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution. The Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution. When was the Constitution written? When was the Constitution written? 1787. 1787. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, Publius. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? U.S. diplomat. U.S. diplomat. Oldest member of the Constitutional Convention. Oldest member of the Constitutional Convention. First Postmaster General of the United States. First Postmaster General of the United States. Writer of Poor Richard's Almanac. Writer of Poor Richard's Almanac. Started the first free libraries. Started the first free libraries. Who is the father of our country? Who is the father of our country? George Washington. George Washington. Who was the first president? Who was the first president? George Washington. George Washington. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? The Louisiana Territory. Louisiana. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. War of 1812. Mexican-American War. Civil War. Spanish-American War. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. The Civil War. The war between the states. The war between the states. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery. Economic reasons. States' rights. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? Freed the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation. Freed the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation. Saved or preserved the Union. Saved or preserved the Union. Led the United States during the Civil War. Led the United States during the Civil War. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. Freed slaves in the Confederacy. Freed slaves in the Confederacy. Freed slaves in the Confederate States. Freed slaves in the Confederate States. Freed slaves in most southern states. Freed slaves in most southern states. What did Susan B. Anthony do? What did Susan B. Anthony do? Fought for women's rights. Fought for women's rights. Fought for civil rights. Fought for civil rights. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. World War II. Korean War. Vietnam War. Persian Gulf War. Who was president during World War I? Who was president during World War I? Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Who did the United States fight in World War II? Japan, Germany, and Italy. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Communism. Communism. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? What movement tried to end racial discrimination? Civil Rights Movement. Civil Rights Movement. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Fought for civil rights. Fought for civil rights. Worked for equality for all Americans. Worked for equality for all Americans. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Terrorist attacked the United States. Terrorist attacked the United States. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee, Navajo, Sioux, Chippewa, Choctaw, Pueblo, Apache, Iroquois, Creek, Blackfeet, Seminole, Cheyenne, Arawak, Shawnee, Mohegan, Huron, Oneida, Lakota, Crow, Teton, Hopi, Inuit. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Missouri River, Mississippi River. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? Pacific Ocean. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? Atlantic Ocean. Name one U.S. territory. Name one U.S. territory. Puerto Rico. U.S. Virgin Islands. American Samoa. Northern Mariana Islands. Guam. Name one state that borders Canada. Name one state that borders Canada. Maine. New Hampshire. Vermont. New York. Pennsylvania. Ohio. Michigan. Minnesota. North Dakota. Montana. Idaho. Washington. Alaska. Name one state that borders Mexico. Name one state that borders Mexico. California. Arizona. New Mexico. Texas. What is the capital of the United States? What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York Harbor. Liberty Island. Also acceptable are New Jersey, near New York City, and on the Hudson River. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. Because there were 13 original colonies. Because the stripes represent the original colonies. Because the stripes represent the original colonies. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there is one star for each state. Because there is one star for each state. Because each star represents a state. Because each star represents a state. Because there are 50 states. Because there are 50 states. What is the name of the national anthem? What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. The Star-Spangled Banner. When do we celebrate Independence Day? When do we celebrate Independence Day? July 4th. Name two national U.S. holidays. Name two national U.S. holidays. New Year's Day. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. President's Day. Memorial Day. Independence Day. Labor Day. Columbus Day. Veterans Day. Thanksgiving. Christmas.
I never made it, but I know